I think we all love anime.
Ooh, this is the crowd.
Oh, damn. This is gonna get live.
This was curated.
It's curated? Okay, who's a fan? Who's a
You
fan?
knew what you were doing.
I like some animes. I'm not a total anime fan.
And manga or manga? How do you pronounce it?
Manga.
Doesn't matter.
Manga.
Mangoes.
We're already stepping all over their culture. It doesn't matter how you pronounce
I want
manga.
you guys to control your... Well, maybe it might not make you mad. Maybe it might not make you mad.
Kawaii. Sugoi.
Recently, the New York Times
Oh boy, here we go.
removed I think an article they had. You know how the New York Times best-selling novel book? They got rid of their best-selling novel and manga from their newspaper. They don't track that anymore.
Why? So you can never, ever, ever again be a New York Times bestseller.
Everyone was a New York Times bestseller.
I guess it doesn't matter to them.
That's weird.
Racist.
I mean, that is just like
New York
strange.
Times.
I think
it's a little weird that they did it in the first place because I didn't know that, but that's kind of cool.
I mean, you can be like, oh, that doesn't really matter. But the New York Times is the most famous newspaper in the world,
Yeah.
and they drop it.
Do they cover other novels around the world?
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's like international.
It's a
novels.
super.
Is it niche?
Do they cover
It's a
comic
super
books?
niche.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do they cover comic
A
books?
lot of people watch anime and read.
But the idea is what is manga really? It's just
it's not
it's a
anime,
Japanese
I'm sorry.
comic.
I'm sorry, it's manga and graphic novel. So it's even bigger now. I'm
They
sorry.
got rid of-
So
They got rid of manga and graphic novel best-selling lists from their newspaper.
How can they get rid of that?
Okay, now this is fighting words.
They just got rid of comics, images and
how do
words
you- how do you-
together.
What is this, 1950 again?
Yeah.
How do you get rid of manga and graphic novels right around the time that it's at
The
its
biggest
peak?
thing.
Words and pictures do not matter anymore to the New York. What? That's so weird.
They're all about alternative facts. I'm ready to unsubscribe from them right now.
They're not gonna feature what the best-selling graphic novel is, what the best-selling manga is, and
These elitist old white
That does sound kind of
reporters are
elitist.
tired of reading them.
I don't think they were reading them. They were just tracking
Well, they
sellings,
do
right?
them, no?
Wait, is this
Tracking, but still, why the? Is it that hard to?
Is everyone actually pissed off about this?
It's kind of weird.
Where he dies and
I like
comes
comics
back?
more than I like manga.
The Edge of Tomorrow.
The Edge of Tomorrow was based on a manga.
Manga.
And then there's these.
We're getting Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the
We're
Shell.
getting.
Don't they cover a bunch of other bullshit anyways too? Best GIF of the day or some garbage? The New York Times is just trying to be elitist and still garbage.
This is what they said though about the issue.
I might be.
It's okay. I'll take those shots with you.
It's an experiment. They said we will continue to cover all these genres of books in our news coverage. And the change allows us to devote more space and resources to our coverage beyond bestseller lists. Readers will be notified that individual lists will no longer be compiled and updated by the New York Times on the relevant article pages. So I guess they're just trying to make more room for things.
For what? They didn't really say
Is
for
there
what.
a new genre that was created suddenly?
But then
We
again,
got another literary revolution.
GIFs.
GIFs?
GIFs, dude.
Do they really
was
track
like-
GIF of the day?
Considering throwing this chair at you.
They're gonna put quizzes there now.
but that sort of thing,
More crossword puzzles.
being a New York Times bestseller had some weight, and it still has some.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see where it comes now.
Yeah.
Because if you wanna put stuff out there, it's New York Times recommends you. You can put it on the cover.
Imagine trying to write your own comic book right now. You know, there's no way you're gonna get it published, but it's actually amazing. And then the New York Times reads it and they're like, "This is amazing." And then you become a bestseller, and then you're a New York Times bestseller, and then you just have a career now. That's no longer possible.
It's like the Oscars. It's like how you have the Oscars, you have the Golden Globes, and there's some sort of elitism to them, and we can all be like, well, fuck the Oscars, fuck the Golden Globes when our favorite movies don't win. But at the same time, there's that weight that it comes with, and when in the rare chance your favorite movie wins, it's kind of like, oh shit, they deserve it. And now this new up and coming director, actor, whatever, got all this praise.
Yeah.
And it sucks for these graphic novel artists, manga creators. I'm getting passionate about it because
You don't sound passionate.
Yeah, I can feel the
I
passion.
gotta respect content creators more. I feel like
I'm not talking about
content
Scott Pilgrim
creators
specifically.
get the short end of the stick a lot of the times. And people are like, well, why can't I just get the content for free? Or why can't Netflix put more movies? Because movies cost fucking money.
But it really sucks though that they're getting rid of this thing now, because it's been only in the last 20 years that manga and graphic novels have been considered an actual art, an actual literature, you know, a thing.
Yeah.
They are literature.
And I want to clarify something. If it's a bestseller, it means it's selling a lot of copies. Doesn't necessarily mean it's good.
Yeah, I know.
But it helps.
No, I know.
Oh, it's selling a lot. It must be good. I gotta read it.
I gotta read it. Yeah. Oh, this is Bill O'Reilly's book is the bestseller. Okay, I'll read it. Yeah, sure.
Twilight's a New York Times bestseller, but it's still like notoriety and like, yeah, getting the word out for something that is as small as comic. Like they're just
Yeah, even if you made like
comic books and mangas are already like very very underrated. So like getting rid of them from like the most prestigious claim of a bestseller of a New York Times bestseller is like cutting them off at the knees, like giving them no chance.
Yeah.
huh?
You know what? We're gonna make our own bestsellers list now.
It's not hard. You just look at the fucking
the numbers.
You just look at the numbers.
We'll add an extra
Mason.
page.
Look at the numbers. You just look at the numbers, right?
No, but then you report it.
Yeah. How hard is that?
But if you report it and you add your name in front of it, now it's your bestseller list. That's true. That's what the New York Times did.
Like who else's new like bestseller list is like really prestigious to like slap on your book?
All right, because they do put like
That's like metal stamp.
they'll add the metal stamp and be like,
They'll say it
Oh,
now
yeah,
in New
they
York
do.
Times.
Sticker.
the sticker. This is a New York Times
Timestamp.
bestseller, and
It's not a
even
stamp,
if you don't
it's
really
sticker.
care for the New York Times, you're just like, oh shit, that must be a big deal.
Read the back of the book. Oh, okay, this sounds okay. Okay, I'm gonna get this.
You know, actually, when you go to the New York Times
It's all mind
bestseller like
games.
pile in a bookstore, it's usually like self-help and shit. So like, but if I saw a comic there, I'd be like, oh, that looks good. I'll be most interested in the comic.
I mean, what if like they never made the comic book section or the manga section of bestsellers, and like The Killing Joke is a bestseller, and like amazing actual real life comic. Watchmen's a bestseller, and that shit is amazing.
That's on the Time 100, like just novels, not even graphic
Novels, not even graphic novels. It's like it's literature.
So why would not giving people the opportunity to do that be like a smart decision?
I don't know. The New York Times is dying. Newspaper as a medium is
But still, like, why would you choose to cut like?
they're also killing
the new
themselves
thing.
because they just keep playing themselves.
If your newspaper's dying, you should try to adopt the new things and represent that rather than choosing to represent older things. You got to revolutionize.
here. People are responding. People from the New York Times are responding to this, and I got a series of tweets from somebody who works at the New York Times, and they said,
Twitter's so reputable, man.
quick note from Pamela Paul from the New York Times. Quick note to fellow comic/graphic novel fans: the Times is not cutting back on coverage of these genres/formats, but rather expanding on coverage in ways that reach more readers than the lists do. To it, new graphic reviews by comic artists, more reviews, and more news and features about the genre and its creators. We are big fans and want to recognize growing leadership. Stay tuned. So I guess the way that they're saying it is that the bestseller list is just fluff, and they want to focus more on like
Actual reporting on comic books.
Like the artist and who creates the content.
That sounds like a really, really, really good comeback. It's like
oh, you mean
They got caught.
the right thing to
and
say.
they're like instantly tweet this out perfectly.
My take is, I'm pretty sure all that stuff is buried deep within the newspaper.
I did not even know that the New York Times had this in general.
Exactly. So what is the point of taking it away to add more coverage?
The New York Times bestseller list is something that you don't need to read the New York Times for.
Yeah.
You can find that outside of the
I usually find it in a commercial.
Yeah.
New York Times bestseller.
Yeah. But taking that away and making you have to go read that newspaper for comic books is like detrimental to the thing they're trying to help.
Right.
Maybe they'll give it more like spotlight in their newspaper, but nobody reads the fucking newspaper.
Would they keep it online?
Newspaper.
Yo, do you like this? You like this? Like it. Do it. That's what you do when you like stuff, right? You can also leave a comment. That's cool. You could, if you want, hit us with some dank memes in the comments. I'm down for that. I read them. I read all of them. And then you can also subscribe. We'll see us next time.
His favorite meme is Harambe.